times before, and he's done it once again at Turf Moor. Chiesa, Salah, lovely dummy, Moa! Szoboszlai, Van Dijk!
Last-minute goals, record-breaking stats, a summer of massive change. Liverpool under Arne Slot is already rewriting the script. But the real story isn't about their opponents at all. It's about the man in the dugout trying to outdo the version of himself from last season. He's the coach who shocked England by winning the league at the first attempt. Now, 12 months later, the question isn't can he win again, but can he go beyond what he's already done?
I'm really happy that I extended it with 2 years, and the love doesn't go unnoticed. So.
Liverpool's 2025-26 campaign has exploded into life. 4 wins from 4 in the Premier League.
Szoboszlai's hit! It is something very, very special!
And a dramatic opening day Champions League victory over Atletico Madrid, sealed by Virgil van Dijk deep into stoppage time. That image sums up their start. Liverpool became the first team in Premier League history to open a season with 4 consecutive wins secured by goals scored after the 80-minute mark.
But I was hoping for more today in terms of a better game, a more open game, maybe scoring 1 or 2 goals more.
Szoboszlai into the penalty area for Gravenberch. There's the goal. Szoboszlai, here's Gravenberch towards Ekitike. 2-0.
It's a pattern that speaks of mentality as much as quality, but this isn't the same Liverpool Slot inherited. Last season, they were the lowest spenders among the top 6. Only Federico Chiesa arrived for £12 million. Fast forward to this summer, about £419 million splashed on reinforcements, offset by £194 million raised from sales, including a £125 million deadline day move for Alexander Isak. The squad looks completely different, and so do the expectations. Winning the league in your debut season is extraordinary. Doing it again with a rebuilt squad and a higher bar is something else entirely. Slot's challenge isn't just tactical, it's psychological. How do you beat a version of yourself who already made history? And before we dive into the cost of last season's success and what it means for this one, make sure you subscribe to Go Alato so you don't miss the next breakdown. It's beginning to sound like a broken record for Arne Slot. Every time he's asked about it, his answer hasn't changed, and he's not lying. In 2024/25, he barely touched Jurgen Klopp's squad. Same core of players, just a new set of instructions, and the league title arrived at Anfield. That luxury has gone. This time, it's different. Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Kostas Tsimikas, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jarell Quansah, Harvey Elliott, Tyler Morton, the old guard of Klopp's era. In their place, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Giovanni Leone. This is no longer Klopp's Liverpool, it's Slot's. And that's exactly why the bar is higher. Winning back-to-back titles with a team you've essentially rebuilt would be a statement. Because even last season, when Liverpool were crowned champions, the noise around them didn't stop. Plenty of people claimed the title came more from others slipping than Liverpool soaring. Manchester City, champions for 4 straight years, had their weakest campaign since Pep Guardiola's first season in 2016-17. Arsenal finished runners-up again, but with only 74 points, well below their previous 2 totals. Liverpool's 84-point haul, by historic standards, isn't even close to the highest for a Premier League winner. Yet it still made them the best team in the country. Slot understands what that means for him now. To truly better last season, winning alone won't cut it. He'll have to do it with more style, more dominance, and probably a bigger points total. Think back. Last year's title was a surprise. Liverpool weren't viewed as genuine favourites. Now they're expected to deliver. If they end up winning again, but with fewer than 84 points, it will inevitably be framed as a step down from his first campaign, even if it's another trophy. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City are the benchmark everyone remembers. They hit 100 points in 2017-18, then won 2 of the next 3 titles and 3 in a row after that, but they've never matched 100 again. That century remains Pep's statistical high watermark in the Premier League. Until he beats it, it defines his standard. That's the reality facing Arne Slot now. The same applies in Europe. Expectations there have also shifted. He knows it. It's strange hearing Arne Slot speak so confidently about Liverpool being one of the favourites for the Champions League this season. After all, his side were knocked out in the round of 16 by eventual winners PSG just a few months ago. But the reality behind the numbers is very different. Last year, Liverpool were actually the best performing team in the group stage. They topped their group. This year, though, is a whole new test. Slot knows that winning the Premier League alone might not be enough to silence the critics. Europe has become his biggest challenge. Since Liverpool's last Champions League triumph in 2018-19, their story in the competition has been a mixed bag. A round of 16 defeat to Atletico Madrid, a quarter-final exit against Real Madrid, missing out entirely on the 2023-24 edition, and then last season's elimination at the hands of PSG. For Liverpool's die-hard fans, the dream was always another Premier League title, this time with the fans inside Anfield to witness it. Last season, Slot delivered that. But now, in a perfect world, if he managed to combine last year's Premier League win with a Champions League triumph this season, it would be monumental. That's exactly the challenge he's facing now. And it's not like the competition is standing still. Manchester City have strengthened, so have Arsenal. That's why Liverpool's transfer window under Slot felt so unprecedented, the kind of spending rarely seen in Klopp's era. And it wasn't just about new signings. It was also about changing the entire system. Gone is the trademark Klopp 4-3-3 high-energy football. Slot has shifted Liverpool into a 4-2-3-1, aiming for control and carefully timed attacks. Yet so far, the results have been more dramatic than dominant. Against Newcastle, another 2-goal lead. A red card for Anthony Gordon gave Liverpool a man advantage, yet they still conceded twice before substitute Rio Ngumoha snatched victory at the death. Against Arsenal, a tight, cagey match with few real chances until Dominik Szoboszlai unleashed a thunderous free kick in the 83rd minute to settle it. Even in the Champions League, it's been the same story in a different competition. A 2-goal lead inside the opening 5 minutes, only to see it slip away before Virgil van Dijk powered home a stoppage-time header to seal a 3-2 win over Atletico Madrid. This is the reality Slot is discovering about his Liverpool team. On one hand, it's the hallmark of champions, finding ways to win even when they're not at their best. Liverpool went into the first international break as the only Premier League team with 3 wins from 3 and followed it up with another victory against Burnley. They weren't at their best against Atleti either, but it was still a matchday 1 win. That's the positive. On the other hand, with the season so long, Premier League, Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Slot knows they can't keep relying on late goals to bail them out. One defeat could flip the entire narrative. If Slot does win the league again this season, after his rebuild, it would be down to the decisions he's made in this window. But with almost £500 million worth of talent at his disposal, the pressure has never been greater. Out of his mega signings, only Hugo Ekitike has truly hit the ground running with a goal and an assist in his first 2 games. Florian Wirtz is yet to register a goal contribution, though Slot doesn't seem too worried about him just yet. Arne Slot isn't obsessing over Florian Wirtz's individual numbers. His focus is on how the whole unit functions. And to be fair, Wirtz has looked every bit a top player. The runs, the touches, the intelligence, even if the goals and assists haven't arrived yet. Jeremy Frimpong had a quiet debut in the league, picked up a knock, and only returned against Burnley. Milos Kerkez is still raw. His mistake triggered Burnley's best spell before he was taken off just before half-time. Alexander Isak only made his first appearance against Atletico Madrid, and although he looked lively, Slot's already said he won't rush him into playing 2 games a week until his fitness is there. So far, most of the sparkle has still come from the Klopp-era core rather than the new signings, despite the club spending close to £500 million. But that's not a reason to panic. Big squads need time to blend, and new players need to learn the demands of Liverpool before they shine. Slot's real opponent isn't the rest of the league, it's his own benchmark. And while the competition around him has stepped up, he's been tweaking his system to keep pace. Even before the season began, he spoke about the importance of rotation, and that's showing now in subtle tactical shifts, from adjustments at right back to a new shape up top. He's trying to build a Liverpool 2.0, one that can outgrow the narrative of last season. And if you want to see exactly how that transformation works on the pitch, check out the next video.